I was playing friends with him this morning. He's sitting there, whoa. I'm like, whoa, dude. Chill. I'm going 0-2. Relax.
Right.
All right, let's get into things. We got Loaf on Wario versus Toad on Peach. Going to be a hot set. I'm interested to see how they're going to be able to punish each other here.
All right, Toad starting off with turnips immediately, which I think that is a big factor in like the very tight spacing game they'll have to play. Having projectiles in the mix is a very good idea. And again, they're 1-1, and they're both just super talented players. I've seen a lot of Loaf sets. Loaf is just nuts, and from what I've seen from a distance from Toad, he's really good too. So I'm just excited.
Yeah, Loaf, definitely an extremely capable player. Not showing it off just yet, missing that up B. A little bit of a punish coming through from Toad, catching him on the edge. The turnips are going to follow through, but nice little bite off the ledge to get out of that disadvantage.
Yeah, right now it kind of just looks like they're both just kind of feeling each other out. We haven't seen any too crazy combos happen yet, but I'm definitely expecting it later in the set. Right now they're just trying to get their neutral win and just taking it slow from there, but we've got some high percent on the board right now. This could be a stock soon. Toad just trying to get back to center stage here. Ooh, down tilt spike and good air dodge from Loaf there.
Yeah, in terms of that combo game, it's just going to be about avoiding those volatile interactions at 0%. Nice little F tilt from Loaf to take that first stock, getting a little bit of movement on the platform, staying warm. He's feeling himself right now, doing real well so far.
Yeah, you can tell Toad was getting a little bit nervous. Like, he was holding shield for a while. He didn't really want to have to re-grab the ledge, but of course, F-tilt is just such an incredible tool for Wario for 2-framing, eventually connected. But so did that forward air, and now we have ourselves a totally even game right away.
Queen taking off the crown, but putting herself back onto the throne with that forward air, taking it back to an even game. Loaf is able to find the first opening, get a bit of damage off, 51% coming through. Looking real hot right now, and you don't want to give Loaf an opening, but you don't want to give one to Toad either. Finds a bit of damage.
I'm going to be real. I've seen so many crazy Twitter combos, just especially as of like the last month or so with Peach and like any random turnip.
Yeah.
I see a turnip connect, I'm like, are they dead? Like, I never know anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say, seeing Peach get a connection, and it's like 50%, it's like, damn, drop punish. But it's still 50%, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Toad seems to be pretty proficient with this turnip so far. I haven't really seen any of these miss, and they've been very well placed.
Precise.
Just holding on to that until you are 100% sure that they're going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Loaf now has Waft at his disposal. Things could get hairy here. But Toad just trying to avoid any sort of big interaction, keeping this slight advantage that he has up 100%. Nice little back air to send Toad way off into, or Loaf rather, way off into disadvantage.
Yes,
what is the punish here? Down airs that ledge. Loaf unable to make it back.
I like that Toad is so comfortable being really aggressive in this situation because some people, oh god, not a stitch, oh no. Some people get really like nervous once you see Waft is like full. Obviously you don't want to like hang back because Wario can like sneak in Waft combos so easily.
Ooh.
Like we might see right now? Okay. Yeah, we got Waft versus Stitch Face, so.
Yeah, I would imagine Loaf is going to be saving that Waft for when it matters most on his last stock, but all the way up to 35, 70%, that Stitch Face is lethal.
Yeah, who has Waft here? I can't even tell anymore, Jesus.
He has a double Waft on screen. Little forward throw off stage. What does Loaf have to cover the get up? That up B could have been nasty, but not enough. Toad finds the forward air, but nice little down tilt dash attack. A story as old as time for Loaf.
This is such a scary place to be in versus Wario with Waft.
Absolutely.
It doesn't really matter that he's at such a high percent. If he can just avoid these heavy kill moves coming out from Toad right now, then it can definitely stay even. Got back to centers too. Ooh, just going to get forward thrown right off stage. And Toad just trying to ledge trap here and actually going to get a bit of a reversal. Looking for this up air, trying to get some sort of combo starter and get back onto stage at the same time.
Ooh.
Unable to do it.
Toad is a really, really smothering aggressive player.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
even in that situation, all right, stocks are even. If you lose a trade, you might get Waft comboed. But Toad kept the aggression on. It wasn't necessarily like him running over and just pressing buttons. He was just like covering so that Wario couldn't short hop in. He was hanging around the ledge. He was doing a lot of those down airs. He was making 100% sure that even if he wasn't like fully foot on the gas pedal, like mashing against Loaf, he was making it so Loaf couldn't get in a comfortable position to even get near center stage and like start setting up. So
Yeah,
he did a really good job of putting pressure on without like necessarily mashing.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Like they're doing a really good job of just putting on the aggression, but then all these moves are very precise. Like they're not just throwing these out just to throw them out. I think that Toad is playing this matchup very smart, really not trying to get into that range that Wario likes to play in, since Peach does have a little bit of a disjoint compared to Wario.
Yeah, that up B off stage is going to favor Loaf there, able to get back and put on a little bit of damage, but Toad has been the one in the driver's seat so far, and he's driving quick, 86% now onto Loaf, getting put further into this disadvantage state, however. Loaf is just going to open up a couple of forward airs to keep resetting this neutral, and that's benefiting him so far, but the air dodge, he makes it back from these.
Ooh, good thing
Wario
he had the
recovery
bike.
is so good.
Yeah, that bike is, it gives deceptive vertical recovery. It's always shocking how deep of a depth Wario can get back from, and now just putting him on into the pressure in this corner. Borthor off stage goes for that fair, but Toad is wise to it.
Toad has been extremely smart. I don't think Toad has missed one side B yet. They've all either hit shield and done like a lot of shield damage, or even right there, using it as like a reversal to get back to the stage. That he's been really consistent about that. Because it's very laggy if you do whiff it.
Right.
But so far, accuracy has been on point.
It definitely picks the best times to throw it out as a mix-up, right? Because if you get in the habit of using that, that can be punished pretty easily. But speaking of easily, Loaf is going to swiftly take the stock with back air. 120% on Toad, but he loses it. Here we go. And again, this is where Loaf just looks for that one interaction to really blow the game out of the water.
Fair is not going to take it just yet. Good DI from Loaf here, and a nice little Z catch. Okay, I see you.
A little bit of item play on deck. Loaf making it back, just kind of sitting in shield, and this is what Toad was so good at last game. However, Loaf breaks through, gets an opening.
I think Loaf has done a good job of slowing the pace down on this too. Obviously, Toad is struggling to kill. Oh, God, another Stitch? Free us. Okay. Oh, God.
Free us.
It's still there. He caught it. Okay. But yeah, this slower pace obviously is going to benefit Wario. Now, Waft is on deck way sooner.
Oh, yeah.
And
the back air with the Stitch, he was able to keep it to the next stock.
you know what? Every time Loaf has full Waft, Toad gets a Stitch. He's like, we're both going to cheat.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
going to, no. You
We
ain't
both have
special.
our
Me
win
too.
times.
I got it.
Oh, there's
Oh,
the opening with
God.
Stitch. Oh, that's so disgusting.
God.
Just Stitch, down throw back air, cheeky little 56%. Another turnip coming out, putting the damage down. We got ourselves an even game here. These boys scrapping right now. Throwing out these hits. It's just about finding this opening. I imagine we're going to see Loaf wait to use that Waft until the last stock. That back air off stage is going to make it easier to do so.
Honestly, even with Loaf slowing down this pace, I feel like Toad looks incredibly comfortable right now. I see a lot more shield coming out from Toad. There's smart shields too. I'm not doing anything a little bit too long and just, unfortunate. Not getting back there.
Was that bad DI on the bite there maybe? Because that sent super far.
Yeah. I was thinking that just about killed. But regardless, Loaf is able to find himself in a very favorable scenario up a stock with Waft online, but Toad is going to equalize right away, say none of that. We got ourselves an even game, debatably. A lot of people would say Loaf already won this with the Waft on deck.
Yeah, possibly, but not if we see any more big strings coming out of Toad. I love that even when the string dropped, just crossing up his shield, throwing those down airs out, keeping that pressure going, and some sit combos mid-air too.
89%.
Oh, yeah. Talk to him, Toad. Putting the damage on him. Putting the hands on him.
This could be
102,
big.
but there's the Waft
That's it.
combo.
Oh, it was
no
the wrong
hitbox.
hitbox. Wow.
Regardless of the right hitbox or not, we got ourselves an even game until Loaf hits the F-tilt. Takes it from him. Toad is able to almost take it back, but it was just barely not enough.
He's playing handball. He said, pass. Not me.
Man, that Peach down there reminds me of like being a kid fighting with your sibling, and they like lay on their back and start kicking you a bunch of times. That's exactly what it looked like game one on ledge, just doing that over and over.
Literally.
It's like, you're cheating. That's not fun.
Wario's in the front seat like, we do not have to go to Disneyland. Like, I'll turn this around.
It's just like the mom like SWAT to the kids in the back, just like swinging your hand, seeing whoever you connect with.
Right. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, really good job on Loaf to keep his composure because, of course, he did get the Waft combo. It didn't kill, but he didn't panic in that moment either. He's like, all right, that wasn't everything I wanted. He's still playing from behind, but he was just like, you know what, let me chill, let me cover this ledge, and just really, really good mentality from Loaf right there because Toad was going off that last stock.
You know, I find it interesting the difference in like composure that these two have when they're locked in, right? Like Toad is kind of shaking it out, leaning forward, really focused in, and Loaf just looks asleep. Loaf almost looks bored.
He's listening to, like, specifically Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I know he's
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my goodness, incredible combo coming out here from Loaf right now, but Toad answering right back in the ledge trapping scenario. We're going to get some...
A third Stitch!
I know.
Oh, just throw it away.
It's insane.
Yeah, Toad, that's the first Stitch that he hasn't really taken big advantage of. The other two we saw him get big damage off of, even on short combos. Unable to do so there, and that up smash, Loaf is trying to let it rip.
He's probably just like, I'm just going to get another one. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
you
whatever.
get one every round. Like,
Whatever. Yeah, he keeps getting them. He figured, hey, I got an early one this one. I'll be due around the third stop, come in clutch. 3
in 3 games is crazy. But yeah, it is definitely worth noting that he did not get like, because the previous 2 rounds he did get tons of damage from the Stitch face, so that was always a pretty big difference maker. Like he'd be playing a little bit from behind and the Stitch would like close the gap. So he didn't have that, but he does still have the lead right now, kind of hanging out the ledge. Getting out of the corner against Loaf looks so challenging for anybody.
Yeah, both these players do an extremely good job holding that ledge pressure. Loaf, able to find the back air. He loses the first stock, but the Kendrick fan, you cannot kill his vibe. He comes back and takes it right away.
He said this for Shireen.
Oh.
That's what he got to do.
Took 2 bites, one with the radish and then one out of peach.
Yeah, he actually was like,
He ate the turnip.
he's going vegan just for this match.
He's going vegan.
Motorcycles are vegan.
What a guy. Motorcycles are vegan, no meat. However, the veganism is not going to pay off.
Yeah,
He may as well be.
Literally.
He's going to get it. Man, and Toad able to take a super nice stock there, just looking really clean. Loaf is able to find the first opening there, and with Waft being a threat later on in this game, despite the deficit, Loaf is not looking out here.
Yeah. And Toad is, again, he's not panicking disadvantage. Like, you saw Loaf lingering under Toad, trying to bait out air dodges, trying to bait out, like, sloppy decisions. But, like, Toad's he's just really composed as well. But now we have that Waft. Toad at 84%. And, honestly, 1 or 2 back airs or maybe an F Toad away, this could get really disastrous for Toad.
Oh my goodness, this is looking so close right now. I think that Loaf is just doing a good job of walling out, but he was just getting a little bit antsy, trying to bring this back in his favor. You've got Waft just, take it a little bit slow like you were that last game, and there you go. Find that back air from that get-up attack.
Yeah, Waft on deck, 1 opening for either of these players, and things could
Shield.
get messy. Ooh. There it is, he reached the rollout, but he's still on top of him. Nice little up air, keeps himself an advantage. Toad having a hard time making it back from the corner right now.
Listen, they are built different. Because I'd have been like, I would be screaming. Like, my opponent would be bothered by the screaming I would be doing. Jump to the Waft! Like, it would be bad. It would be very high pitched. It'd be gutting through the headphones. It would not be a good look.
That's so funny.
The call is coming from inside the house. Okay, the up smash is gonna. Oh wow, down tilt to forward air. That was actually really smart. Again, this is a totally even game. Completely even game right now.
All Loaf needs is that 1 opening, but Toad is being so oppressive, not oppressive enough, finds the grab. He reads the option, gets the back air off stage. Loaf putting on so much pressure, that's so terrifying, but Toad is able to avoid it. And the sigh of relief throughout the venue as the tension releases.
Everybody feels better. Wario, his belly feels better. We all feel a little better.
Exactly.
Yeah. Loaf has just he's just rolled a couple of nat ones here. Got the wrong hitbox on the other Waft, and that one, honestly, I think he might have been just a couple pixels too high, just past her face.
Just barely.
She might have got pink eye, but she lived, so she's
He might have got pink eye. She definitely got pink eye. That gives you pink eye from across the stage.
Fully.
But that was when a game is hanging on a knife's edge like that. Just the slightest mistake, like an air dodge off stage, is all it's going to take to lose it. So here we got game 4 now. Toad coming in with the lead, but Loaf far from demoralized, playing very strongly, and he knows that it's just going to take putting the pieces together to take this stop.
Bella, I never asked you, by the way, who do you main?
I main Ike.
You main Ike? Wow, okay. Ooh. You have
a beefy
the best aesthetic for an Ike main I've ever seen. So
Absolutely.
Ike is very sweatpants, protein shake, kind of like.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, you know me.
All right, we got that back air off stage. Well, up B gonna get some damage off. Loaf not finding anything but straight hits so far in this game. The F smash to send upwards. And Loaf having a hard time finding an opening. Toad capitalizing on the momentum from the last game, but there's that opening, 54%. Wario gets that damage up quick, man.
Oh my goodness, and just lowering that shield a frame too early, and you're going to get that side B right to the face. My goodness. Peach is just so randomly strong, like that fair, that side B.
Yeah, just random moves that just obliterate you.
Like these Stitch faces? We get
another
one. We are 4 for 4 on Stitch. We are Wendy's Stitch faces over here. 4 for 4.
Loaf's going to get the parry to send this Stitch face to the Shadow Realm. Find some advantage here. We'll see what he can make out of it. Back air, another one, and that was
I know, just one more of those.
Yeah, I definitely think back air is for sure the scariest move Wario has this matchup. It's definitely the most disjointed, and it's super easy to just sneak it in there.
Ooh, that shield pressure for Loaf is so scary, but Toad staying calm and composed. Cool as a cucumber is Toad, able to get a couple hits off. 32% now on Loaf as Toad is extending the lead comfortably.
You know what? If I got to Stitch every game, I'd probably be pretty chill too.
Yeah, I probably would be too. I probably would be too. Toad having a hard time, Loaf rather having a hard time shaking Toad up right now.
Oh,
just fairing right in his face. Into the side B, back onto stage here, and Loaf, is that going to be it? A lot of damage coming out here, but not enough. Toad trying to make this recovery back.
Yeah, Toad with that fair said, get that weak stuff out of here. I don't want none of that. I got a crown to your noggin.
We are in Waft territory right about officially now. The stock is taken, and honestly, if I were Loaf, pulling the trigger on the second stock would not be the worst idea.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be the worst idea, especially since we've seen Loaf having a hard time convert in the back end of these games so far. So maybe just surprising Toad and letting one rip early on would be the move here.
Yeah.
Especially with the pace of this game, you could potentially get a second one.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, you could maybe take it now and then, like, get yourself to, like, half WAP right when it matters. But that neutral air at the ledge, coming all the way from roll distance, is actually going to take that stock from Loaf. So Loaf is one stock away from going down in pools. Well, it's round robin, but you know what I mean.
I don't know if y'all saw that, but like the crazy movement that Toad has been doing just around these platforms, I feel like this must be like a comfort stage or a stage that he is just like super used to, because the way that he's playing around these platforms is just so like different from the previous games that we've seen. Toad is just looking really dominant right now, and Loaf is just struggling to find his way back in. Gonna get a back throw too, but again, Toad just sparing him.
And what's crazy is that this like barely one stock lead has been the biggest lead of the set so far.
Right.
These guys have been going back and forth so much, so to see either of them break away like this has definitely been unseen so far in this set. And now Loaf off stage, things could get messy here.
And the fact that like he has full WAP and he almost got his own shield broken because Toad is being that aggressive is crazy. Oh, this is going to be a tough recovery. Okay, still had his jump. Really good stuff from Loaf. But how does he get out the corner? Everything is just getting called out so safely. Barely missing that throw. Loaf having one more opportunity and a really early back air kill is actually going to even things up for him.
Oh, and with WAP on deck, things can get scary here. We keep
and
saying
a fifth stitch. Stitch
Another
number
one?
5.
Oh my god.
The stitch using.
Loaf said, I'm fed up. This is my stitch. It's for me.
I'm trying to give you some stitches with this. Come
Mom
here, boy.
said it's my turn for the stitch face, okay? I'm tired.
Forward air coming through. Loaf putting on pressure. Things are getting risky here now. That falling up air could be the demise of Toad, but that back air going to send off stage. Finds himself with that state of advantage. Able to float around, but off stage now. Things have been bad here.
Amazing recovery right now, and this is looking so close. All of a sudden, Toad was looking so comfortable in the driver's seat this whole game, and now all of a sudden at 74% versus Wario. One straight back air like that last stock could be it.
Only thing racing faster than Wario's bike is my heart right now. I'm beating right now. Real close game. Super tense. The Nair is going to connect.
Oh my gosh.
Patience.
Oh! Okay, Loaf unfortunately sacrificing the WAP. I don't think he needs it at this point. He has a ton of rage, and Toad is just under 100%, so still 1 or 2 back airs can do it, especially if we get one off stage. But a neutral air out of float is going to do it for Toad. Toad is going to take it 3-1. What an incredibly close set, but man, the luck was just not on Loaf's side. Every